The DMK government's plans to construct a Vallalar International Centre at Vadalur is facing political opposition and has run into legal trouble. What is this controversy all about? Vanakkam. This is T. Suresh Kumar. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Hindu Focus Tamil Nadu. The MK Stalin government, as part of its electoral promise, has decided to construct a Vallalar International Centre at Vadalur. This project will come up with an investment of rupees 99.99 crore on a land measuring 3.18 acre close to the place where Saint Vallalar attained siddhi 149 years ago. Before we delve deeper into this topic, let's take a quick look at who is Saint Vallalar. Born 2 centuries ago in South Arcad, Ramalinga Adigalar alias Ramalinga Swamigal is popularly known as Saint Vallalar. In 1865, Saint Vallalar had founded the philosophy of Samarasa, Sutha, Sanmarga, Sathya, Sangam. Vallalar has made lasting and rich contributions to spirituality and Tamil literature. In fact, his profound knowledge of Saivism and Tamil literature remains unparalleled. He had spent 34 years in Madras. In fact, the Kandasamy temple in North Madras has been his second home. He would spread the message of compassion and love, and from here he moved to Vadalur, where he established his philosophy. To ensure that no one went hungry, he launched the Sathya Dharma Salai, and it is here in Vadalur that more than 155 years ago he lit the flame in the oven in the kitchen to feed the poor. Ever since, this flame continues to burn, feeding at least 2,000 people on any given day. He is also the founder of the Sathya Dharma Salai, basically a hall of wisdom. In 1872, he had also constructed an octagon-shaped building which stands at Vadalur. 2 years later, he had locked himself inside a room in Metukuppam and asked his disciples not to open the door for some time. Eventually, when the disciples entered the room, they found that he had miraculously disappeared and attained siddhi. This miracle has been recorded in the South Arcad Gazette of 1878 by the then collector of British origin. While Vallalar continues to be revered by his disciples and followers across the world, the DMK government has now proposed to construct an Vallalar International Centre. The project site falls within a more than 71-acre land that has been described as Peruvali, or an open site belonging to the sect that Vallalar founded. Ever since this project was announced, there has been opposition both politically and from disciples of Vallalar. Besides, people living in Vadalur are also opposed to it. One of the major reasons for this opposition is that this project is coming up on a land where people assemble in thousands every year during Thaipusam and on other occasions to watch the Arul Jyoti that is lit at Vadalur. The opponents of the project have pointed out that it is coming up close to the Thiru Arul Prakasa Vallalar Devanalayam. Last year, Edappadi Palanisamy, the leader of opposition and the AIDMK General Secretary, urged the government to consider an alternative land site for this international centre. Likewise, the Patali Makkal Kachi leaders Ramdas and his son Anbumani Ramdas have been urging the government not to construct the centre at the venue that has been chosen now. Their argument has been that raising concrete structures at that venue would diminish the value of the Sathya Dharma Salai. Besides, it will also prevent access to people who congregate there annually. The Tamil Nadu Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Minister P.K. Shekhar Babu had earlier assured that the International Centre would in no way disrupt the people's access to participate in the annual Jyoti Darshan. However, the people have not been convinced by such assurances. In fact, just last month, a large number of local villagers, including women and children, had entered the pit that was dug up for construction of the International Centre as a sign of protest. Eventually, they had to be pulled out by the police and cases were registered against them, which also drew opposition from political parties. Now, the matter has been dragged to the Madras High Court. Two petitioners, including a BJP functionary, have urged the court to intervene and restrain the government from going ahead with its plan. They have argued that the 71-acre land that has been left behind by Vallalar is meant to be used as a Peruvali, an open space for gathering of devotees, and not for any other purpose. The Tamil Nadu government has, however, argued in the court that Vallalar had envisioned a blueprint for constructing 8 different centres on that premises. These included a dining centre, a healthcare centre, home for elderly, educational centre, and a meditation centre. The government pointed out that Vallalar was successful in establishing only 2 of the centres. Now the government wants to establish the remaining 6 centres as part of this international centre. The proposed international centre, the government has said, will have facilities such as a meditation centre, an auditorium, a digital library and a museum on Vallalar. Besides, it said a facility for the elderly will be established at the centre. The government has assured the court that while it will bear the entire expenditure of constructing this Vallalar International Centre, the property will continue to vest with the Arul Prakasa Vallalar Deiva Nilayam. Besides, no hindrance will be caused for the devotees who come to witness the Jyoti Darshan. In the meantime, as directed by the Madras High Court, a 3-member expert team of archaeologists has inspected the site where the proposed centre is coming up. Hopefully, a solution that is acceptable to all stakeholders would emerge. The Madras High Court, in fact, has decided to hold a special sitting to hear this entire case. On that note, this is D. Suresh Kumar signing off. I shall meet you in another video. Thank you.